And it is amazing, the Creighton Bluejays, attendance-wise, I've said it a couple times, they are 10th in the country in attendance. Memphis is the only non-BCS conference team that has better attendance than the Creighton Bluejays, who have the same almost as University of Kansas. I'm joined now by Associate Commissioner of the Missouri Valley Conference, Jack Watkins. These two teams, Bradley and Creighton, both have 5-digit crowds. The fan following in their communities and on their campuses is as good as it is in the country.
Well, Mitch, as you well know, basketball matters in the Missouri Valley Conference. Other leagues talk about it. It matters in our league. You have Wichita State putting 10,000 in a night. Bradley almost 10,000. Illinois State having 3 sellouts this year. Certainly here in this building at Creighton, the Qwest Center Omaha, just a tremendous atmosphere for college basketball.
And a new building at Missouri State. Evansville's resurgent. Southern Illinois is redoing their building. A new building at Northern Iowa. Drake is selling out games now. It's just all over the league, and it's been unprecedented. All right, let's talk about the league race here a little bit. Creighton's win was kind of a stunner to beat Northern Iowa, just 2 games back. They play 18 games in this league. It's a dog-eat-dog world, but there's a race again.
There certainly is. I mean, Creighton was a preseason favorite in the Valley. They've got a tremendous coach in Dana Altman. We've got great coaches in the Missouri Valley Conference, and Ben Jacobson has done a tremendous job at Northern Iowa this season. There's a lot to be proud of in this league.
Now let's talk about Arch Madness. We kind of teased everybody before we went to break. But Jack, it has been incredible to see the way that the matriculation of that tournament a couple years ago sold out for 2 sessions. What about this year in Arch Madness, and how can fans be involved?
Well, attendance is going to be great again for Arch Madness 2009, March 5th through the 8th at Scott Trade in St. Louis. We just had great crowds since we moved. We've always had great crowds in St. Louis, but particular now that it's a Thursday through Sunday format, it's a great deal where families can come to St. Louis. Ticket packages, as you talked about earlier in the show. We've got discounts on archmadness.com to help affordable family fun reach each and every market in the Missouri Valley.
This is a hot ticket, Jack. There are some availabilities, there's some specials, but I would urge people to take advantage of them as soon as they can so they can get in the building.
Absolutely, Mitch. Semifinal Saturday is a tremendous atmosphere. We sold out 2 years ago. We had a crowd of over 17,000 a year ago. It'll just be, with the balance that we have in the league this year, where I think there's 2.5 games between the 3rd seed and the 8th seed, it's just going to make for great Arch Madness 2009. Game
on, Jack Watkins. Game on. Associate Commissioner of the Missouri Valley Conference, Jack Watkins. Tonight, Bradley against Creighton here at the Qwest Center Omaha in a fabulous new building here on the banks of the Missouri River. And again, we're expecting a crowd of over 16,000. Now, these two coaches deserve a lot of credit. Jim Les at Bradley in the last 3 years has won 21, 22, and 21 games. He's won 7 postseason games, including a Sweet 16 trip a couple years ago. What about the job Jim Les has done at Bradley?
Well, he takes whatever he has and makes it work. This year, with all the little guys, he's making them play, uses a lot of dribble penetration. The thing about Jim Les, if you want to understand how to play point guard, be a good guy to talk to, because he was a great one.
He was voted the nation's best player under 6 feet tall when he was a senior and was the Valley Player of the Year. Now, on the other side, Creighton can make history tonight. They win tonight, they get their 20th win. That has been now a stretch of, if they win tonight, that's 10 years of 20 wins or more. Only 7 schools, Charlie, can make that claim along with Creighton.
I know, and the amazing thing, and we've talked about this before, the one thing that hinders Dana Altman, you say, well, he's not old enough to have done that. Dana Altman's been coaching basketball a long time, since starting at Fairbury, Nebraska, and he's been successful everywhere. And I'm telling you, he just does a great job. It's been interesting to watch his style adapt each year. It's not the same. He changes just like Jim Les does.
And this atmosphere tonight will be as big time as you want it. Now, the other benchmark he can get tonight, Charlie, sitting at 9-4. He's still 2 games back of Ben Jacobs' Northern Iowa Panthers. He wins tonight. That'll be 12 straight years of at least 10 conference wins. Only Stanford and Kansas can make that claim along with Creighton.
Well, when you say things like that, Mitch, I think people go, yeah, and they don't realize there's 300+ schools playing Division I basketball, and if they do that, they'll be 1 of 3. Amazing.
And Duke and North Carolina aren't on that list. Now, they're good, but that's quite a statement for him to get that done tonight if he can. And he's had to adjust with his team. Again, he needs some inside presence tonight, Charlie. But his perimeter guys, when they get it going, when you get Witter going and you get Stinnett going and you get the Wood Fox in a chicken house, they're tough to beat.
And the freshman got 13 points the first time these two teams played. Plus, they're just getting very, very good perimeter play almost every night. The whole situation is in that blue area. Somebody's got to play in the blue. That's for sure.
And again, they're facing a Bradley team that will not fear this game at all. They started 4-0 in conference play. They were good early on the road. Now they've lost 4 in a row on the road. But don't think that they couldn't find that tonight and upset Creighton.
The thing about them, they can shoot the ball well enough, and they're quick enough to defend. I think if you're Jim Les, you're thinking, we've got to defend first. If they do that, they'll get some transition baskets, and they'll get the game going more their pace. If this thing goes to 70 or 80 or 111, it does favor Creighton.
Last year, these two teams combined here for only 221 points. I can't say we'll guarantee to have that for you tonight. But you saw Bradley. They're here and they're ready to go. But so are these wacko Creighton fans. The fight song is rolling here tonight, Charlie. We're going to have some fun, Bradley and Creighton.
I think there'll be a few people here tonight.
The Blue Jays of Creighton trying to get a 10th conference win, a 20th win overall this year. And Bradley trying to get off the snide. Stay tuned. Coming up, it's Bradley and Creighton tonight from the Qwest Center in Omaha. Thanks for joining us on our Mercy Health Plans pregame show.
Missouri.
And the log jam that there is in the middle of this league.
Well, the middle of this league is absolutely a clutter right now, and it's going to have to sort itself out. Illinois State's on the cusp, and they need a win to get their minds back right, too.
Now, Bradley was good at the beginning. They started 4-0. They've been struggling ever since. But to get it done tonight, Theron Wilson has to be a factor for them.
There's no question about that, Mitch. It can't all be from the perimeter. He's got to do some things like we're seeing here, attacking the basket and then getting to the free throw line. He can shoot the three, but he's better when it's a complete offensive game.
But he's got some help, too, because Sam Maniscalco can give him some help. So can Dodie Dunson.
Well, you've got two guys right here both scoring 11 points a game. The reason nobody has huge assists is because they both have assists. And both of those kids can handle the ball. Both are smart. Both know how to play.
The fight song is cranking here in Omaha, but so is Justin Carter. He has been a big difference for this team.
Justin Carter, as many junior college players do, has taken some time to fit in. Now you're seeing more of his game. He showed 2 crossover moves at UNI that I had not seen him use before. He is really a solid player.
And he's got help because he's a compliment. These guys are the main course. Booker Woodfox, when he gets in the chicken house, look out.
Woodfox can shoot the basketball so well. Stinnett has struggled a little bit lately, but then you look around, Witter may come in and look for another 42 also. And I'm going to tell you, we always skip Dotzler. He makes this team go.
We'll talk about Josh Dotzler tonight. And then this guy, Cavell Witter, had 42 points in this game last year. Plus, he had 14 against Bradley earlier this year in Peoria. Stay tuned. It's Bradley and Creighton next in Omaha.
You know, it's not all fun and games when you're a mascot.
Every year I find myself where the season always ends meets the Bills never stop.
Ball game is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Bud Light, with just the right taste that never fills you up. The difference is drinkability. By Diet Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Missouri Valley Conference. By Mercy Health Plans, the way we care makes all the difference. And by Casey's General Stores, convenience stores, and a whole lot more. We survived our pregame show in the middle of Altman's Army. We've escaped Altman's Army to go courtside. State Farm Insurance presents our Missouri Valley Conference Game of the Week. Here's the Creighton Bluejays hosting the Bradley Braves. Head coach of the Bradley Braves, Jim Les, 7 years in the NBA, the 1986 Valley Player of the Year, one of the great guards in Bradley history. He led Bradley the last undefeated Valley season, 32-3. He's led Bradley to 3 straight years of 21, 22, and 22 wins. Here's tonight's starting lineups and presentation of Bud Light. The difference is drinkability. The Braves have had 8 different starting lineups this year. Now they've settled in on this crew. This is a 3-guard crew. They'll go 3 out, 2 in. We talked about Wilson, how important he is. Collins is a shot blocker, a 7-footer in the lane that needs to be disrupted tonight for the Bradley Braves. For the Creighton Blue Jays, Doetzler is a sneaky guy. He'll make big plays at big times. He's been awesome in assisted turnovers over the last couple of weeks. We mentioned the others that they can score, but it's Kenny Lawson's inside presence. That and Kenton Walker that is helping this team, along with Justin Carter. And Dana, the remarkable job he has done here at Creighton. 15 years, and he's only 20 league wins shy of being the all-time winningest coach in Valley history. This league has been around 102 years. He's only 20 league wins shy of the late great Mr. Henry Iba. 10 straight 20-win seasons. If he can win tonight, only one of 7 schools have done that. And if he wins tonight, 12 straight years of 10 conference wins. Only Stanford and Kansas has done that. Sirius History brought to you by Sirius Satellite Radio. Everything worth listening to is now on Sirius XM. Visit Sirius.com. Creighton has won the last 15 of the last 18 meetings. They've won 10 straight in Omaha. And if they win tonight, it would tie the longest streak that Bradley has had on the road in the league in straight losses. That was previously held by Louisville, beat Bradley 11 straight times when the Cardinals were in this league. All right, we're set and ready to go. Or maybe not. Little anxiety here on the floor tonight. Huge crowd here in Omaha. Game on in America's Renaissance Conference, the Missouri Valley Conference. And Charlie, the first possession will be Bradley's.
And as usual, man defense to start. But how long Creighton stays in the man, I think, will depend on if they can keep people in front of them.
Edmund McCain has done a good job as a freshman leading this Bradley offense. There's the key, Wilson. Dunson in the corner. A great start for Bradley. A 3 from Dodie Dunson.
Nice ball movement by the Braves.
Dunson is 42nd triple of the year. He shoots 38% beyond the arc. Carter trying to answer 3 for 3. Off Wilson, out of bounds for Creighton. Let's check in with Charlie Spinner's State Farm keys to the game.
If you're Bradley, defending is the main thing because your offense will feed off that. Also establishing something in the interior. You see the same thing for Creighton. They've got to get something going on the inside, too.
Kenny Lawson. Collins steps out with a good enough defense. And your Creighton keys, Charlie?
Tempo for Creighton, but that's usual for Creighton. They have to control the tempo of this ball game, and they want the scoring to move up.
Wood Fox, one of the quickest shots in the conference, missing his first try. State Farm. Great rates, great service. It's all here. Nobody takes care of you like State Farm. So Bradley already a little better start. I had him Saturday against Drake, and they were sped up, turned it over a bunch. Wilson short on that one. They just had too many turnovers in Des Moines, Charlie, to get into a flow.
Their pace is good right now.
Tonight's game and closed captioning for tonight's game made possible by Emerson, the global manufacturing and technology company. To learn more, visit emerson.com. Emerson, consider it solved. Lawson, a dunk, and Creighton's on the board.
You'll see Bradley on a 2-3 zone some, and you'll see him run a man and switch.
Dribble weave here for Bradley. Carter sneaks in the back porch. Numbers for the Blue Jays. Carter gets fouled hard. He'll get 2 shots.
That's one of those times, if you keep the basketball a little longer before you dish it, there's no way to get back and help on that. Ball's poked loose here. Stinnett does a great job of looking up the floor, but right there, keep it another bounce. Let the run take off, and there's your basket.
Edwin McCain with actually a good foul, forcing Carter to make 2 shots here. He's a 69% shooter and has improved at the line as the season has progressed. This is an interesting kid. He's the only player in the Valley, Charlie, that averages 10 points, 5 boards, and is shooting 50% from the field.
I just think, Mitch, that the rest of this year will be good for him, and then next year also.
Bradley cannot handle the board, and Creighton's going to have an underneath out of bounds.
Well, that's happened twice to Bradley.
3-3 tie. Woodfox up the inbounds play. A 3 for Booker Woodfox.
You better assume Booker Woodfox is going to shoot that. When he catches it, I think people think, well, he's not going to shoot that one.
He's second in the nation, Charlie, in three-point shooting percentage.
Good idea, bad execution by Wilson. Taking the ball to goal, trying to get involved in the paint.
I like his aggression early, and you can see Jim Less wants him to attack Creighton inside. Carter, flow, bucket, his first field goal.
He ended up with Maniscalco on him, who's a good defender, but not big enough to handle it.
8-3 Creighton, and they can get on a feeding frenzy here at the Qwest Center. Collins seals his man and dunks it home. The 7-footer from Canada with an outstanding post-up for Bradley. Lawson. Good defense by Collins. And a steal by Doetzler. He's the best in the league at it. And a held ball that will go to Creighton. Josh Doetzler, his 59th steal this season, Charlie. Again, he leads the Valley in that category.
Doetzler is such a smart basketball player, Mitch. Too many people look at the game only through points. And he's proof that you can be one of the most valuable players on your team and seldom take a shot, although he will do it, particularly in the clutch, which is sort of strange.
We saw Collins with the dunk. He only averages 4 points per game. He is second in the league in blocks, but if they can get something out of him in the middle, they don't need a lot, just something.
Something, you're right. They've got to have something that happens in the blue area if they're going to be successful.
Blue Jays by 3 here early.
Man.
Both these coaches will mix it up defensively, as you alluded to, Charlie. And both teams want to go inside. Kent Walker, Edwin McCain with the steal momentarily, and this will be off Creighton. And Bradley get it. So an alert play by the freshman, Edwin McCain.
I like McCain. He's one of the good freshmen in this league. There's some really, really good basketball players. I think we had one win a game last night at Missouri State for Wichita that could play the ball game, too.
Teray Murray, game-winning shot at the roundhouse. McCain inside dribble. Maniscalco on the take and gives Sam Maniscalco his first bucket of the night. Stinnett left alone. Jim Less did not like that.
The first shot he took at Bradley was a 3 and he hit it. Then he missed 9 in a row, but then came back late in the game and was a big factor.
He's only hit 13 of his last 38 threes. He did have 6 threes at Indiana State, but we've seen him get on a roll and take a game roll.
He's got skill. There's no question about his talent.
Jim Less has been working on Bradley's pace this week in practice. This will be a tie-up. We'll give Kent Walker credit for tying up the 7-footer foul.
Substitution number 23, Chris Roberts, and for number 2, Tony Dawson.
And I know Bradley's down 4, but I'm going to give him credit. They just have a better feel about them to start this game than they did Saturday against Drake, where they just seemed out of sorts most of the day.
Well, they've given up a couple of threes that I'm sure that Jim Less wishes they hadn't. This will be interesting to see here. Young had a great ball game at Bradley.
Antoine Young and a freshman. Yeah, Woodfox travel. Bradley can play defense now. They've allowed a league low 61 points per game in Valley games, but they're down here early.
Casey's, it's all good. Casey's, it's all right.
It's all good at Casey's General Stores. Right now, buy any large specialty pizza and get any medium single topping pizza for only $8.
Made fresh for your order. Meat and cheese piled high for you. Casey's General Store. Casey's, it's all good.
Connecting Missouri with 27,000 miles of power lines means each and every mile must be reliable. Because when the skies turn dark, every mile must show its strength. We're Ameren UE, working every day, improving our delivery system. UE, ratcheting up our routine so you can enjoy undisturbed comfort in yours. Learn how we're improving reliability.
A private entrance. A discreet, home-like atmosphere. The Women's Diagnostic Center at Pekin Hospital. Skilled, compassionate professionals work with the latest mammography technology, stereotactic breast biopsies, and an advanced CAD system for earlier stage diagnosis of breast cancer. Privacy, comfort, and state-of-the-art technology. The Women's Diagnostic Center at Pekin Hospital.
Why buy your next vehicle from Geyser Ford in Roanoke? Because of our incredible selection. We have over 200 new and used vehicles in stock. Looking for a four-wheel or all-wheel drive pickup or SUV? Come on in and see our inventory of the 09 F-150s or the all-new Ford Flex. Want something that gets great gas mileage? Check out the fuel-efficient Ford Focus.
Geyser Ford, small-town dealer, small-town prices with big city inventory. Drive safe, drive smart, drive quality, drive green. Just drive one. Be wiser. Bye, Geyser.
Take an early 11-7 lead. Stay tuned for the intermission report at halftime. Brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, where love for kids keeps on growing. Charlie Spooner will be talking with both coaches and some special features and more. Again, Creighton right now 10th in attendance in the country. Only Memphis of the non-BCS conference schools has better per game attendance right now than the Creighton Bluejays. It has become a happening here, Charlie, much like your days at St. Louis University, where it became the thing to do. When the Jays are in town at the Qwest Center, it's the thing to do.
It is, and this crowd arrives slowly, Mitch. I thought, well, it's not going to fill up, but it's obviously going to fill up.
Creighton's gone zone. Chris Roberts out there now as Jim Les goes to his bench. Also Sam Singh in to play the 5 position. Singh, the hero of their win at Wichita State earlier this year. And they had a tip in at the buzzer.
Shot clock at 7.
Edwin McCain. Out of bounds to Creighton. McCain has only hit 13 threes all year.
I don't think that was the shot they wanted, but at least it was a good shot.
Antoine Young, nice pass. Be an and one if it goes. Give a bucket to Kent Walker, but give an assist to the freshman Antoine Young.
That was a very, very good pass. He didn't force the action. He took the ball a couple of bounces, and he continues to look. Gives it a chance to clear and open. Nice play.
And again, Bradley got caught on a switch with a small on a big.
Well, Sam Singh has played well this year for Bradley, but I think probably there was a little bit of confusion with him that time.
I don't think they wanted Maniscalco giving up 9 inches to Kenton Walker.
No.
Walker in the Valley is shooting 19 of 25 at the line. Gets the roll, that soft left-handed touch. He's shooting 73% for the year, and Creighton leads 14-7.
For Jim Les, this is too many points too quickly.
Rather important early possession here for the Braves.
Good movement, and not just the basketball. They've got people movement, and it changes the defense around. They restructure that defense.
Might look to get Maniscalco a shot, or Wilson. Witter, they're going to call him for the foul. Cavell Witter didn't think he did it. It's Creighton's first foul of the night.
I think he's got about 16,000 buddies that agree with him. It'll be hard to tell from this angle, but the official, if you look, Mitch, has got a great angle. He's looking exactly like he should, right through the play, and that's how you get those things right.
Maniscalco, as you might guess, an excellent foul shooter, 80% at the line. At one point, he hit 19 in a row this season. You know, when he's sneaky, he hits big shots. At Wichita State, he had a big shot. Indiana State, he had a big shot.
He's had a couple, Mitch, that didn't drop for him, a couple of layups. I liked what he said. He likes making those plays. And he appreciates the fact that his teammates and his coaches have faith in him. I thought it was well said.
And a good backcourt base for Jim Less's team. Maniscalco, a sophomore. McCain, a freshman. He's got Norris, a freshman from Vegas. And Dodie Dunson's a junior. He's got a year left after this year.
Pick and roll had a man open. Oh, what a pass.
They are feeding the post tonight. 5 for Walker. Give Caleb Korver credit.
My. That was a wonderful pass. I think of Korver shooting the basketball.
Maniscalco, he'll hit that one that close.
Sort of got in the air, and I didn't know if he had anything, and he made something out of nothing. Ooh, nearly a turnover. Good defensive pressure by Bradley.
Witter inside take, sets up Young. That was deflected by Roberts. Creighton will keep it. Creighton, when they get it going, they're an excellent passing team.
Well, this pass right here, of course, there's no defensive pressure really on Korver. There's a man standing there, but he's not bothering him.
Singh got caught trying to got on the wrong side. Now Creighton turns it over. Points in the paint is something we're going to watch tonight. All right, Creighton is 19-6, Charlie, and their 6 losses. Creighton has been outscored in the paint by an average of 14 points. Look at it tonight. They got 8 points in the paint tonight, but when they get beat, they're not getting much done inside.
Well, and I'm sure that they've heard about that from their coach. That's usually the way that works.
The aforementioned Norris trying to set up Maniscalco. He gives it back to Norris.
Out of bounds.
Excellent hustle by Chris Roberts of the Braves, but it's out of bounds to Creighton, up 5 at the 13-15 mark.
Dana Altman will probably play 10 people tonight. Chances are good they'll all score. Jim Less will play 9 with his injuries that he has.
His bench didn't help him much Saturday at Drake. He needs him to show up tonight. Korver can pull from 3. Young sped up. He walks in front of the Bradley bench.
Bradley basketball.
And that means
line change.
Substitutions. Number 1, Justin Carter for Casey Harriman.
a 5-for-5 switch
Caleb Korver.
from Dana Altman.
Number 12, Josh Dotzler.
And usually 2 turnovers means that there's Pialin Stinnett, but Dotzler will come in the game. He's 7th in the nation in assist to turnover ratio. Charlie, over the last 4 games, he's had 1 turnover.
He knows how to play. There's no question about that. And he knows his limitations. He doesn't try to do things he can't do.
We saw him win the Southern Illinois game. He had a steal against Kevin Dillard, or Creighton would have won that miracle finish.
It was the most amazing steal because he just ran over. It was right over by where Dana Altman's standing now and just took the basketball.
Honey spot catch. Wilson.
A lot of white shirts after the rebound. Good sign for Creighton.
That's a shot, though, that Wilson has been making all season long. Wilson's got all conference kind of numbers. Kick. Wilson with the ball pressure.
And again, you see Creighton looking inside. Looking.
Creighton's out rebounded Bradley 10-2. Strip underneath. Lawson trying to go to the basket and give Darian Norris credit for Bradley.
Well, he avoided the charge but forgot to bring the basketball.
Roberts, floater, good.
Chris Roberts.
And Roberts is one of the players that Jim Les needs to be active. Defensively, Rich, he gets his hand on a lot of passes, makes things change.
He's had 81 deflections this year. Woodfox. And he just elevates, man. It's like a rocket ship going up on his release.
Maniscalco was off in help defense. As you teach, you have to close it quickly because it's going up.
68 threes for Booker Woodfox this season. (19-13) Creighton. We're in the break zone at the under 12 timeout. Roberts, offensive foul.
Good defensive play by Creighton. Pick that up. I still like the move by Roberts.
I do too. He had 22 at Missouri State earlier this year.
Where can you get the best milk?
It's one of the all-time Valley players, and certainly one of the great Blue Jays, Ryan Sears. Gatorade, is it in you? And there's some of those NCAA tournament appearances. And you can see what Dana Altman has done. From 99 to 2007, those are Dana Altman's NCAA tournaments, and he's had some wins in the NCAA tournament. Beating Florida one year. He's had some runs. I'll guarantee you, when somebody draws him, nobody wants to play him in the big games.
The thing that Creighton does is control tempo about as well as anybody in the country. There's the double team. Somebody obviously is open.
And Charlie, when you say control tempo, people think now he's got a timeout. Doser's got a problem. Dana Altman's mad at Booker Woodfox. You say control tempo, people usually think that connotes playing slow. No, it's the way he wants to play, right?
He slows you down and makes you have to get up the floor and play against the defense he wants to have. It makes you think that if you take a bad shot, there they go. And you got somebody like Woodfox that'll pull up from 3 or 4, whatever you want to call it, but he shoots. And they get some run-out baskets. They're just hard to play against.
I mean, people think that that's a slowdown. No. And you did the same thing. If it was to your advantage to run, you'd run.
If I thought I was better than someone in particular, I would run. The thing that'll surprise you, Mitch, is a lot of times teams that pressure you are good teams to press back. People always say, oh, they know how to handle it. No, they're used to the wildness. And
Indiana State has beaten Drake. So the Sycamores and Kevin McKenna, who played here at Creighton and was a former assistant for Dana Altman, and good defense by Edward McCain to force a Creighton turnover. But you got to give Indiana State some props here now. They win at Illinois State on Sunday. They come back and beat Drake by 12 tonight.
And they've got a ball game on the road at Missouri State that is winnable.
That puts them at 4-10. And the two teams trade turnovers. And a frustration foul for Bradley. It's on Chris Roberts. That's his second.
Roberts just took his eye off the ball. It bounced out of his hand. And then he reacted as players often do. Instead of going back defensively, he challenged the ball.
Doegsler turned it over, and I've got to mention that's his first turnover in the last 3 games. 5 team fouls on the Braves. Creighton with a 6-point lead and the ball.
Slip screen.
Lawson. That's what happens. You don't defend the slip screen.
Slip screen right there. That's great to run because Bradley has been doubling the ball screen when they cheat and start to get ready.
And there's the unforced turnover. That was Jim Less's bugaboo at Drake on Saturday.
That's one of them that you really don't need. There's a nice slip screen. Obviously, you get that after a timeout. Somebody points that out to people usually.
Collins got to be better at anticipating that, doesn't he, Charlie? A little better reaction.
You see, then Collins was not nearly as aggressive with his double team.
Bradley can guard. Only one team has had more than 70 points in the last 14 games, and that was Creighton. Carter against the smaller McKinney.
Double team caused that, Mitch. Double team rotation by Bradley. You get a big on little, and absolutely smart enough to go under control and just shoot the ball.
Biggest lead of the game for Creighton, now at double digits, 23-13 Blue Jays.
Kind of extend the possession here. I think that's probably smart.
Nice save, Norris, and he got fouled. Let's go back to Justin Carter and getting the size advantage again.
Here comes your double team right here. There's the rotation. A guard has to come pick him up, a smaller player. And he's going to just take it, go under control. People need to show him some help. Everybody's more worried about their own man. He needed a little help there.
What about Creighton? They kept that side cleared, too. They didn't bungle it up.
Nice pass.
Maniscalco hit that shot most of the time. Creighton has doubled up Bradley on points in the paint. That's one of the big stats tonight, 12-6.
Creighton's rebounding the ball very well also. Here's your ball screen again with the slip.
Sets up Woodfox. Not this time. Bradley only dotes for the last line of defense. And a missed dunk, but it's going to be a foul. Taylor Brown doesn't score much, but he's athletic, and he'll get a couple shots here.
Pretty good job taking the basketball and getting a shot for your man also by Bradley.
Just the third team foul on Creighton. Taylor Brown, a freshman from Dunwoody, Georgia. He played, Charlie, on one of the great high school teams. There was like 5 other guys on his team that got Division I scholars. He barely got to touch the ball in high school.
Substitutions, number 3,
His dad, Ricky Brown, was a first-round NBA pick out of Mississippi State.
And number 41,
I remember him. He was good.
Bradley's gone 3 minutes without a field goal. They could use another free throw here from Taylor Brown.
That's why a free throw or a run out is really, really important for Bradley when they hit these little dry spells.
He's only 50% at the line for the year, and that's what he shoots on this trip. Northern Iowa way up on Southern Illinois by 15 at the McLeod Center, and Illinois State is burying Evansville at halftime at Roberts Stadium, 45-24. Illinois State mad after that loss at home to Indiana State. Cavell Witter with a careless dribble. And Harriman's foul.
Foul on number 32.
Harriman did a good job of getting back. Just didn't quite get there and get set. And now you've got a good free throw shooter getting a chance to cut into your lead with the clock not running.
State. Maniscalco already 2 for 2. And he hits 4 out of every 5. At a Chicago St. Patrick's High School. At halftime, we'll have our Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center report, where love for kids just keeps on growing. Charlie will talk with both coaches. We've got features and other information, so stay tuned. As America's Renaissance Conference center stage tonight from Omaha, and Maniscalco has his first foul line miss. The only wart right now for Creighton's game has been some careless turnovers, Charlie. Corver almost exclusively shoots threes.
You've seen a good assist by Corver, and that was a pretty good move.
That's what he'll do. Wide left, and Collins with the board for Bradley.
A little bit of a dry spell for Creighton, and a chance to really get back in this ball game if you're Bradley.
Little Bradley guards will run that weave all night, and here comes Creighton. Witter pulls. He had 42 here last year in this game. And a foul. I believe it's on Kenton Walker. Trying to get an offensive board. Creighton on a dry spell. Bradley trying to take advantage of it, down
8. The distinctive taste of Bud Light can be described with just one word.
Lead by 8, 23-15. Time now to announce our Prairie Farms Valley Scholar athlete of the game. It's Bradley Sky Johnson, a junior guard from Olympia Fields, Illinois. She's got a 3.34 in health science. And averaging 8 points, 3 boards, and 6 assists per game for Bradley's women's team. The Prairie Farms family of dairies, Prairie Farms Highland Roberts Dairies, serving dairy fresh food products throughout mid-America. Both Bradley and Creighton, outstanding private institutions with brilliant academic reputations. Maniscalco, he gets fouled on the 3. Dana Altman thought he created the contact. He's going to earn him 3 shots.
Well, if the smile means anything, Maniscalco may think he created it also.
So 2 things here, Charlie. He grew up in Chicago, and his name ends in a vowel. So he's going to trick you a couple times.
He certainly did. That was a little bit of a quick shot for him, and now he's 4 out of 5, just like you said he'd be.
He, McCain, Norris. Like what Jim West has done recruiting. in his backcourt. And all of a sudden, Bradley, they haven't had field goals, but they've used these free throws to just kind of chip away at the lead.
They're doing a little bit of what Creighton usually does. They've got 7 free throws to Creighton's 2.
Maniscalco is in double figures. 6 of those have been at the line.
Good help defense by Bradley.
Walker forces over Singh. And Stinnett saves the possession.
One-on-one defense for Singh.
Pulls. Harriman.
Nice.
And inside they find Ken Walker. He's got 7.
Nice play by Stinnett. Very nice.
He's only got 1 bucket, but he's doing some other things to help him.
Rebounding the basketball, he's playing. Doing the things he's supposed to do.
Jim Les keeps track of deflections, as you mentioned, but we've seen Stinnett do that. He's so long in Creighton's defense, he'll get some deflections.
A lot of dribbling right now.
Norris, bang. That's his 15th make this season from 3. He's 29% coming into the game. Creighton tries to break off the make. They turn it over.
Turnovers and the free throws are keeping Bradley involved.
And in the game they are. There you see Stinnett with the assist. But Bradley was down double digits. Now they're within 4 points. And they're already getting more tonight out of some guys than they got in the game at Drake. Roberts was shut out. He's got 2. Norris had 3 in that Drake game. He just hit a 3-pointer. Bradley playing much better in this game than they did at the Knapp Center on Saturday. Jim Les's team 4-7 on the road. You got to give them props, Charlie. They win at Wichita State, at Missouri State, and at Indiana State. And Creighton has done that too. They've got 5 league wins. It's not easy to do in this conference. And if you look at it historically, when Creighton gets 5 league wins since 2001, all 5 times they had 5 league wins, they made the NCAA tournament.
Well, this is going to be interesting this year. Obviously for Creighton, how they finish the year, not just winning the conference tournament, but how they finish could make them an at-large ball club.
Dane Altman had a good non-conference schedule too.
And some of those people just didn't perform up to the level that you would expect. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. And I'm sure the committee will at least look at that and see the intent that Creighton had.
So did Bradley. They played Florida, Charlie. They also played at Michigan State.
I was going to say Michigan State was there.
Foul on Creighton.
Hand in the middle of the back.
Creighton foul number 25.
We've seen it all year, Charlie. It's point of emphasis. Keep the hands off folks.
Bradley into the bonus. The 54 sends Singh to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Singh has improved here too. You got to admire this kid. He's from Ozark, Missouri, down near Springfield. He's had 2 very serious knee injuries. He's had a shoulder injury, broke his nose earlier this year. And he's really improved, as you mentioned.
He had 5 steals in one game. You look at the big guy and you think, well, maybe he'll block a shot or 2. But his defensive position is good. His effort is excellent.
And again, he beat Wichita State with a tip in at the buzzer. Part of that Bradley 4-0 start in Valley play.
Getting an offensive rebound against Wichita State takes some good.
Particularly if Clementi's around it,
yes,
we're close. 5:50 to go. Bradley has cut this down to 1 possession.
A little out of sync right now is Creighton. Slip screen.
Carter Lawson relocates, and that's in rhythm, but short. Maniscalco hustles. Bradley can take the lead with a 3, and Theron Wilson has yet to score in the game.
Thought he was going to score just a moment ago.
He was thinking probably a little early in the clock. Bad pass.
Lewis Connect can get there.
Maniscalco can. So can Woodfox, but it's out of bounds to Bradley.
Good hustle by Maniscalco, obviously. Sinet's got a bad knee. You can see the brace he's got on his knee. That's a play he usually makes.
However, Maniscalco's having a good ball game for Bradley.
A really good game.
Wilson, tough. Nope, walk. And Jim Les wasn't so sure of that call.
Jim Les is trying to say that's a 2-foot jump stop. We teach that. Quickness by Bradley is there defensively tonight.
Defending the ball screens the last couple times. Woodfox, quick pop.
Now, how in the world do you expect a guy making that cut to make that shot?
He stops in a millisecond and gets vertical as good as anybody in the league. Now Wilson steps out.
To this point, Wilson's a little frustrated.
Darian Norris returns for Bradley. In for the Blue Jays, number 41, Kent Walker.
Stop, elevate. He's only 6 foot tall, and I mean he gets
up.
Vertical takeoff and landing. And he didn't take long to do it. Woodfox again elevates and scores. The former Louisville Farmer out of Texas has 10 points.
You figure anybody that's good enough to play at San Jacinto Junior College for Scott Jernander.
Creighton trying to get excited again, up 6, and there's a silencer. Chris Roberts hits a 3. He came into the game 2 for his last 11 from bonus distance. And we've got a timeout. We've got a cheerleader down. A cheerleader is injured underneath the Creighton basket. But there is Woodfox knocking one down. Creighton with a 1-possession lead. An hour in Omaha. Creighton leading Bradley 29-26. But a Creighton cheerleader is down. We're not exactly sure where the contact happened, but we saw this happen in Arch Madness a couple years ago. Remember, Charlie, the Southern Illinois cheerleader was injured, and it was a very serious situation. And this appears to be the same thing. He's not moved since he went down, and Creighton taking every precaution here. All right, here's Stinnett. Now this is, it looks like at the left of your screen, P. Allen hit the cheerleader, and well, if there's any place to be, get the best of care, it's at Creighton University. They've got such a great medical tradition. We remember there's Bruce Rasmussen, the outstanding athletic director here at Creighton. Of course, extremely concerned, but a great medical tradition here. The Creighton University Medical Center is not very far away, just up the street. And we remember Dave Snell, the outstanding play-by-play guy of Bradley. Remember him a couple of years ago, was forced taken to the hospital. And Creighton did such a great job of taking care of Dave. But right now, some very real concern here at the Qwest Center with the Creighton cheerleader down.
I'm sure, Mitch, that she's been told if she is awake not to move.
Getting a big crowd here on hand tonight, but all of a sudden basketball gets set aside. Just to update you on some of the stats. Creighton with 9 turnovers. That's been a problem. They were up by 10 points in this game.
17 remaining in the second half. Northern Iowa leads Southern Illinois 47-30.
And the stoppage of play due to an injured Creighton cheerleader under the Blue Jay basket.
Illinois State leading the Purple Aces 52-41.
It's amazing, Mitch, that it doesn't happen more often. Not just in this arena, but in all arenas. And if you watch pro basketball, all they have seats and cheerleaders and photographers. And with the pace of the game, it's amazing that it doesn't happen quite often.
With the break here, we want to remind you that when Metro Sports takes its television cameras on the road, these hotel properties, it's home away from home. Please call these hotels and visit the websites of these properties when following your favorite team away from home. You might have a youth sports team, or being a fan, or coming up in the spring and summer. You're going to be on the road. Check these facilities out. They are very, very good to us and to Metro Sports. Again, there's Bruce Rasmussen. And they've got the board out. They're going to keep the Creighton cheerleader immobilized. Here's a look at the Creighton. There's a look at Brian Fish, one of the assistants for Dana Altman. I need to mention he's going to be inducted into the Indiana High School Basketball Hall of Fame. And a big honor for him. When you consider who he's going to join in that Hall of Fame, it's a great honor for Brian Fish.
I think he and, what did they say, 14 other people go in this year.
You know where he's from? He's from Seymour, Indiana. You know who else is from there?
Who's from there?
John Cougar Mellencamp. I don't know if John Cougar's in the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. There's some of Altman's Army concerned about one of their fellow brethren, members of the student body here at Creighton.
A situation like this affects the crowd, the coaches, players, affects everyone.
You look at a very concerned Creighton athletic director. So our thoughts, hopes, and prayers with that Creighton cheerleader, as are everybody else is in the arena. The game will resume. There is 3:24 remaining in the half. The Blue Jays lead the Braves 29-26. It bears repeating Bradley is on a run here because Creighton led by double digits on a couple different occasions.
Be interesting to see what Creighton comes up with out of this timeout. Last time it was a slip screen by the postmaster. Good defense again by Bradley.
Wood Fox heels around. Roberts recovers. 15 to shoot for the Blue Jays. Wood Fox, deep one. He'll shoot him from there.
Quick enough for you. That ball is in his hands and gone so quickly, it's amazing.
Wood Fox in the chicken house again for 3.
Skip pass against the zone.
Norris, another 3. Darian Norris had 14 for the year coming in. That's 2 tonight as the Braves answer 3 for 3. Stinnett.
Traded 2 for a 3 by Donson.
When he plays, he can be as smooth as anybody on the floor. But Darian Norris helping Bradley tonight. And again, Theron Wilson yet to score. And he's been Bradley's leader all season long. All right, let's look for this. We've got a 3 for 3 for 3 exchange. First, here's Norris.
He's 0 for 3, so good job against Theron Wilson.
And there's Stinnett with the answer. Norris had 2 threes against Wichita State at home. 2 against SEMO, and 3 against Florida Gulf Coast. So he hasn't had multiple threes all that much this year. Creighton with a quick shot after Chris Roberts scored on the other end for Bradley. Roberts aggressive tonight. Nice scoop. And Roberts with another bucket. And Bradley is within 1 point with 90 seconds to go in the half. Woodfox trying to use the screen. Doatsler. Walker with the entry. Wilson. And he's fouled over the back by Justin Carter.
That's his second personal, the team's 8th. Casey Harriman checking.
And Chris Roberts only averages 8 per game and gets this 3 off the inbound play.
And for number 23, Chris Roberts, also in for the Blue Jays, number 25.
He takes this one to the cup. That is 10 points tonight for Chris Roberts. 2 over his average. Again, he shot a blank against Drake in Des Moines on Saturday. Bradley has lost its last 4 on the road, but they're playing tonight. If they want to get this done, and Theron Wilson still has yet to score in the game. Wilson gets to the line better than anybody in the conference. 158 attempts. 1 point lead Creighton at a minute to play in the first 20. Stinnett trying to turn the corner and throws it away. 10th turnover for Creighton. Turnover is an issue here right now for Creighton, Charlie.
No question about that, Mitch. When the game started, they were rebounding, shooting the ball, and getting good looks. The other thing that's hurt is fouls, and they put Bradley on the line, and Bradley caught up with that. Now there's a ball.
And again, it's other guys contributing tonight. 4 3-point makes between Chris Roberts and Darian Norris. They came in with 32 combined. And Dunson hit one. But you're set with 5 threes, and none of those are from Sam Maniscalco. And if you're Jim Les and Theron Wilson hasn't scored yet, you're within 1 on the road. You got to be tickled at this point.
You have to be just as happy as you can be.
Jim again. 3 straight postseason bids, 7 postseason wins the last 3 years. Of course, had that run in 06 to the Sweet 16, beating Kansas. Second differential. Collins air balls. Then there's the first points of the game for senior Theron Wilson, and Bradley has the lead.
Ball was shot so short it didn't come off the rim. Harriman was doing a great job of boxing out, just didn't go after the basketball.
Creighton can get the last shot of the half. Creighton led double digits on 2 different occasions. This is the first Bradley lead since the first bucket of the game. Young can't turn the corner. Korver. They find Lawson fouled underneath at 2.5.
Pretty good execution right there by Creighton to get the last shot.
Number 4, David Collins. That's his second personal foul.
Second foul on Collins.
Kenny Lawson shooting 2
Kenny Lawson with 2 shots to try to give Creighton the lead. Lawson at 71%. Both of Creighton's bigs have done a good job this year in shooting foul shots. Lawson at 71. Walker at 73.
Checking in for the Blue Jays, number 5, Dustin Zinsman. Zinsman in number 14, for Woodfox.
Creighton lead by 1. Maniscalco unloads it. Oh, he got it at half court. A half-court 3 by Sam Maniscalco. And Charlie, you were right. It was right in front of you.
telling you, you looked at that thing and it looked good. The chances of that going in from that distance, not good.
Let's go to Charlie Spoonhour with Dana Altman.
Dana, the game started so well, and then turnovers and some fouls that let Bradley get to the line.
Yeah, the fouls, I really thought we were in pretty good shape and got them going a little bit, and then they've hit some threes, and our defensive intensity hasn't been what it should be.
Have a good second half.
We're going to take a look. Our chat with the coaches all year brought to you by Mercy Health Plans, an innovative health management company empowering members to make healthy choices. They're going to look at this to see if Maniscalco got it off in time, but I think he did. Oh, that's easily up there with a second to go, and shows you the strength of Sam Maniscalco. And it bangs off the front iron and goes in for three. Sam Maniscalco with 13 at halftime. And the Bradley Braves, again, Mercy Health Plans brings us our chat with the coaches all year long. This year, when Bradley leads at halftime, they are 11-1. Can they pull off the upset tonight in Omaha? Back in Omaha, Bradley with the lead here. Let's go to Charlie Spoonhour with Bradley coach Jim Les.
Jim, good half for y'all. Is the tempo slow enough to suit you? That's still to your point.
Well, I like our composure, and I think we were much more patient, which really helped us. We attacked the zone better, and then we strung some stops together. That's what we have to do. We've got to be a good defensive team and attack with patience on offense.
Turnovers help.
Yeah, we got to create some more and eliminate some of ours.
Have a good half.
Thanks.
Our chat with the coaches all year brought to you by Mercy Health Plans, an innovative health management company empowering members to make healthy choices. The way we care makes all the difference. Another huge crowd tonight, 16,326. Again, Creighton 10th in the nation in attendance. Only Memphis better in non-BCS schools. And Charlie, Jim Les talked about it. He likes his composure. And I'm telling you, it is just so much better than Saturday against Drake. It's not even comparable.
He liked that. He liked the fact he was getting stopped, causing some turnovers. Maybe Creighton, after Coach Altman mentioned his defensive intensity was not appreciated, maybe this will pick up for him now.
In the game earlier in Peoria, won by Creighton. Creighton's bench outscored Bradley's 33-19. That is flip-flopped on the Blue Jays tonight, because Jim Les is getting some decent production from his bench tonight. Woodfox, boom. Creighton's back in the lead. 16 for Booker Woodfox.
You spend all year teaching team defense, helping, and you almost can't help off Booker Woodfox.
Johnson gets the corner turn.
Crowd's in the game a little more right now.
Maniscalco, an unaccustomed turnover.
Just what you don't want when you start a half, back-to-back turnovers.
Woodfox trying to sneak down in the corner. He's off your screen now, but he's down there lurking. Ill-advised there by Kenny Lawson. Kind of out of rhythm, and Bradley runs the floor. Stinnett saves an easy bucket for Collins.
Bradley did a good job this time of getting out. Here's your shot by Woodfox. You just cannot help. Well, you can, but he's going to do that some.
That's a clicker blaster, Charlie. Wilson slides underneath, slithers for two. Theron Wilson, again out of Kenny Darting's great Highland Park program in Topeka. Kansas gets two, and Bradley's back on top by one. I talk about a clicker blaster. That's when the coach takes the clicker in the film room and just shatters it. You've done it a few times, haven't you?
I had it shattered on me, too.
Carter with the back cut with an easy two.
Both coaches now need to establish their defense. I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
Johnson, easy buckets. All of a sudden now, everybody's getting shots they want.
That was off the weave by Bradley. Not something that's brand new, obviously.
Lawson, better, elevates his first bucket in the second half.
All the defense on the postman's one-on-one, so they're going to have a chance to put it on the floor and make some moves.
Two coaches that stress defense have seen offense take this game over.
Remind you of anything?
Yes, sir. Dunson able to use the inside dribble. Wilson stripped. Foul.
Wilson had one offensive rebound in the first half, the only offensive rebound that his team had, but he made a basket out of it. Now this second offensive rebound, we'll see if he gets points with this too.
And he's had great numbers this year. You see his season average. He's been in double figures in all but 2 games.
He's a good player, Mitch, when he's making slashing moves towards the goal. Hard to handle. He's bigger than guards and quicker than big guys.
Played at Seward Community College in the highly regarded Jayhawk Junior College Conference. Talked about the Highland Park program. Kyle Weems is at Missouri State out of that program. Kerry Darding is an assistant coach at Illinois State for Tim Jankovic out of that program. 1-point lead. Bradley flip-flopping back and forth 3 minutes into the second half.
Open look that time.
Maniscalco uses the screen.
Good look, just didn't hit the shot.
Stinetta's been relatively quiet. He gets fouled. That's a crossover you've seen so many times.
Bradley foul number 2, Dodi Dunson.
Stinnett has so many things he can do. The thing about it is it's almost like, which one do I want to do this time? Because he can really do things. He can get to the goal. He can shoot threes. The thing he can do is rebound too. You'd almost like to see him do more of that.
Pretty good look at a 3. And Bradley's got the ball up 1. Wilson. Walker with good defense. But this is last touch by Creighton.
Wilson has added about 6 miles to an hour on his game. He's playing hard.
They tried to go to him early. He's making his presence felt in this half. Dunson, air ball.
That play started as a lob for Wilson, and it just wasn't there. Creighton read it very quickly.
Antoine Young, he'll get 2 shots. Dunson was reaching in.
Bradley foul on number 2, Dodi Dunson, his second
Foul on Dodi Dunson. And Antoine Young, you mentioned his game at Bradley. The first time these two teams met, it was a career high for him. He had 13 points in just 21 minutes. Another Omaha area recruit, played at Bellevue West. A couple other games, at 12 against Wichita State and against Indiana State.
Number 3, Cavell Winter into the Blue Jay lineup for Booker, Woodfox, and Gallons tonight.
You look at Creighton, you mentioned in a certain number of minutes, they've got 7 guys that play almost 20 minutes.
Norris and number 23, Chris Roberts.
And everybody plays significant minutes of the 10 players.
It's not easy to do as a coach.
Oh, no.
How do you do that?
I never could. I was awful at it.
You'd play 5 sometimes.
It's a wonder anybody spoke to me.
Game tied at 45 as Young splits a pair at the line. Collins, leverage, foul.
Almost a turnover for Creighton.
Harriman called for the foul. He's got 2.
Everything worth listening to is now on Sirius XM. 69 commercial-free music channels. The most talk, news, and entertainment. Every major sport. New programming.
45-45 tie. Bradley has lost 6 of the last 9. They're not playing like it tonight. Jim Less has got to be thrilled with his team. We have an update. The Creighton cheerleader that was injured earlier, Erica Govan, we have not received an update on her condition. Everybody was concerned, still are. As Collins to the line, missing his first shot. Collins second in the league in block shots, right behind Kenny Lawson of Creighton. Those are a premium, Charlie, the way this game's going.
You just don't want to let any easy chance, and the free throw should be considered that.
Maniscalco with the bump. Second foul on Maniscalco.
Sam Maniscalco,
Antoine Young
that's his
is
second,
going to be a
personal foul,
handful
team's third. Number
for the
54,
next 3
Sam
years.
Singh. Checking in for number 4, David Collins.
Because we have seen one thing that's another trademark of Dana Altman's program. Players get better. Anthony Tolliver became an NBA guy. When he got here, it looked like he was, there's a walking violation. Bradley had the double team on him. When Anthony Tolliver arrived at Creighton, he thought he was going to work in the library. Then he became an NBA player.
I saw him play some the other night, and he played well. Oh, nice cut.
Singh with the stick back. Sam Singh stays with it, Charlie.
Sam Singh just comes in, defends well, just gets some rebounds, gets about 5 points a game.
Witter yet to score in this game until now. He usually has good games against Bradley. The 42-point explosion a year ago, but 14 in Peoria.
Good quickness on the court for Bradley, with the possible exception of Singh.
Ball poked out. Wilson tried to enter it to Singh.
Good job of getting back.
Witter, can he hit this one from 3?
Transition basket.
6 of his last 22 coming in. And all of a sudden, Bradley up 3. Cavell Witter hadn't scored the whole game. 5 unanswered for Witter.
Summer may be over.
Creighton back on top by 3. Still 14:21 to go. Valley fans, now listen to this. Go to NBC.org and click on the St. Louis Convention and Visitors Commission logo for a chance to win 2 all-session tickets and overnight accommodations to the 09 Arch Madness State Farm Valley Tournament. 2 tickets, hotel room, Arch Madness, St. Louis. Register visiting. Go to NBC.org. That'll be worth a click if you can win that. We got some finals. Illinois State pulled it out at Evansville. Osiris Eldridge, Charlie, hit a game-winning layup with 5 seconds left. Evansville trailed by 26 to come back, and it took a game-winning shot by Eldridge.
Zone again by Creighton.
Singh, they're going to call a hook.
A hook and a carry.
Foul number 54, Sam Singh.
Anytime you get a turnover and a stop in this game, you feel good, because both teams are really, really shooting the 3.
Creighton 7 of 16. Bradley 6 of 9 from 3.
Good help defense again by Bradley. Bradley changes up whether or not they're going to double this high screen. When they do, they've really had some success.
Is it based on personnel?
I believe it is, because Singh doubled right there.
And it's a left-hander to a left-hander. Kenton Walker from Antoine Young.
Broke the floor here.
Bad pass by Norris, who was good in the first half for Bradley. And Creighton's bench getting it done right now. All 5 non-starters. Korver for 3. Boom.
Jim Less took a really good timeout a minute ago. If this goes any further, I'm sure he'll take another.
Well, out of that timeout, he's seen Creighton score 5 unanswered. Creighton on a 10-0 run, Charlie, to lead by 8 at 12:55 to go. Norris splash.
Big basket, and by a freshman.
Let's go back to the 2 back-to-back buckets by Creighton. First, the left-handers out of the bullpen.
Here's the double team by Singh. Postman rolls down the middle. Slow rotation at the back. Close, but no cigar.
For more information about how First National Bank
There's the 3. Boom. Pretty nice play right here. Penetration on the baseline. And there's another 3 for Bradley.
Norris with the bucket. It's an 8-point lead. I'm sorry, 6-point lead. They ruled it 2 for Norris. Caleb Korver, his brother Clayton, of course, played at Drake, and then Kyle Korver, the most famous in the NBA. Right now, 6th all-time in 3-point makes. Kyle Korver, he only made 371 of them.
Little defensive pressure right now.
How about Caleb Korver? He's made 32 threes. He's got 0 twos this year. 42 straight 3-point field goals without a 2.
Oh, set play.
Roberts takes it to the basket. Kenton Walker with a board for Creighton. Blue Jays dodge a dart. Don't give it right back.
And there's a turnover again. 2 in a row.
And an and-one opportunity. Dodie Dunson with the bucket and a foul on Creighton. That time, bullseye with the dart.
Number 2, Dodie Dunson.
Is that 3 turnovers in a row?
Creighton foul number 41, Kenton Walker.
If you're Creighton, you do good things, and then shoot yourself in the foot.
That's why Dana Altman's so thin.
Excuse me, shooting 1 for the Braves. Substitution for the Blue Jays. Number 1, Justin Carter.
There's a 5-for-5 switch.
Number 12, Josh Dotzler.
Starters come back in.
Number 25, Kenny Lawson.
Well, the group that was in, Mitch, did a great job, and then they stayed a little too long. So that's in a row.
Cousin Eddie comes to visit.
That's it.
Dodie Dunson started his career at Iowa State, Charlie. In fact, he led Iowa State in foul shooting as a freshman before going to Vincennes.
And Brewster Prep. He's travels now.
Back to a 1-possession game. Woodfox usually gets his from the perimeter. Collins with a hustle play for Bradley. A 3 can tie it for the Braves.
Good transition.
Wilson underneath, easy 2. Wilson's got 8-6 in the second half.
He's getting it inside.
And how could you leave Wilson that close? A 6-0 run for Bradley.
Good defensive pressure again by Bradley.
Dotzler for 3. He's only made 6 all year, but he's hit some big ones. He had a big 3 late at Northern Iowa.
Bradley's got a lot of energy right now.
And being down 8 didn't bother him. There's a block for Kenny Lawson, his 2nd of the evening. 41 for the year, leads the Valley. Bradley has shown real poise tonight.
You've done a nice job. There's the switch that time. There's a careless pass.
Wilson can give Bradley the lead, and he does so. And a timeout. Creighton jumps up by 8. Bradley comes back. A careless pass leads to this Wilson bucket. Bradley back on top here, 56-55, 10:45 to go in the game in Omaha. Let's check our Casey's scores and schedules, brought to you by Casey's General Stores, convenience stores, and a whole lot more. Osiris Eldridge with the game winner there, Charlie, after Evansville made a furious rally. And then Indiana State gets their 2nd straight win, and Northern Iowa got angry, losing. They take it out on Southern Illinois.
Well, you had to wonder how they were going to react, and there it is. It's a good sign for Northern Iowa that they came back as they did.
Ben Jacobson leading most of our exit polls right now to be Coach of the Year in the Valley. 12-2 in the league, 18-7 overall with their win tonight. Bradley on a 9-0 run. Wilson's had 6 of the 9. And Bradley gets a stop.
Very nice rebound by Chris Roberts, who is having a nice game.
.15 to shoot for Bradley. Dunson. Roberts. And a foul underneath. It is going to be on Justin Carter, an offensive board for Bradley.
Ball was grabbed by Creighton, but they could not secure it, and that was really 4-on-1 on the rebound. But the one happened to win.
For the Braves, number 23, Chris Roberts. Shooting 2.
Roberts 72% at the line, 10 tonight. Already 2 over his average.
Shooter's roll there. Not any more than Maniscalco.
I was going to say, you got the Maniscalco roll.
He must have been talking to it.
And Roberts' name doesn't even end in a vowel.
He nearly did it again.
And a foul. It's going to be on Taylor Brown.
Foul number 13, Taylor Brown, his first.
Jim Les will take an aggressive foul like that.
Jim Les's team up 2 on the road.
Creighton's not getting to the line much.
Wood Fox seemed just a little out of rhythm. Well, Roberts has been blowing by people.
Good quickness.
Dunson. Carter. And Lawson with the defense.
Dunson tried to draw a foul then, but a little bit oversized.
Wood Fox times it over the 7-footer Collins for the bucket.
I wonder if he worked on that one in practice.
18 for Booker Wood Fox. Game tied at 57. It's like the last game we had here, Charlie, with Southern Illinois and Creighton.
This game right now is anybody.
Brown, honey spot catch. No roll, and Lawson with the board. Taylor Brown with a great look.
Stinnett has not been much of a factor on the offensive end tonight.
Only 6 points. Doetzler.
Oh, nice.
Walker's going to get a couple of shots. Doetzler went down hard. Wood Fox usually likes to live outside the three-point line, but this time he goes right into the kitchen.
Well, let's see. There's only a couple of guys that can block it.
Kenny Lawson to the line, shooting 2 for the Jays.
It's hard to calibrate that shot when you got a 7-footer.
Yes, it is.
Jumping.
And quick people trying to strip you as you go up.
Lawson 2 of 2 tonight at the line, trying to get to double figures. Bradley's out rebounded Creighton in the second half, 12-9.
Number 3, Cavell winner, number 15, Caleb Korver.
This is big for Creighton right here, getting to the free throw line, because that's a huge part of things they do.
They're 10th in the nation, Charlie, in shooting foul shots. They're 76% as a team.
And another line change for Creighton. 5 new. Zone defense again.
Well, Bradley counters with all 5 original starters.
A lot of movement by Bradley, both with the basketball and with people.
Yeah, they've been doing things with a purpose tonight. Impressive. Collins. Walker with the board.
Transition would be a big basket if Creighton could get one.
And I'm sure Dana Altman wants this line to handle the ball a little bit differently.
Well, this line started really well and then had 4 turnovers quick.
Young over the smaller Maniscalco. Air ball. Good defense, Sam Maniscalco. At the under 8 timeout. Starting to get warm here at the Qwest Center. Creighton with a 2-point lead, and Bradley is fighting.
Get up.
Creighton leading Bradley 59-57. Let's give you a Knights Valley trivia question brought to you by the Hilton at the ballpark. For your next trip to St. Louis, stay in the center, but all at the Hilton at the ballpark, located next to Busch Stadium. Which Valley school has the most State Farm Arch Madness Valley Tournament titles? The answer? Yep, these guys. The Creighton Bluejays. 10 titles, twice as many as the team in second place, and that's Southern Illinois with 5. They won 3 in a row under Rich Herron at one point. So for more information on the Hilton at the ballpark, go to ExperienceSt.Louis.com. Remember when Bruce Weber called the Arch Madness tournament when Bruce was at Southern Illinois, he called it the Dana Altman Invitational. 10 Valley titles. 6 of those have been under Dana Altman. Creighton's in a zone. They're up 2, 7:29 to play here at the Qwest Center in front of 16,000 plus.
Illegal. It sure was.
Collins called for the illegal, Charlie. It's his third.
The man that came out was up a little higher than I think what Collins expected, and he just turned his head.
Jim Les, not a real happy camper at the center of your screen as he goes out to the edge of the coach's box. And a lecture from Professor Les. Walker and Lawson for Creighton, the 2 inside guys, combined for 19 points, 11 boards, 2 blocks. Usually that means a Creighton victory. But Bradley's had countermeasures tonight. Chris Roberts most notably.
Another turnover. Young is trying to get in some areas that probably aren't open.
Witter trying to get something done here. 12 to shoot.
9.
Walker with Singh.
Good play. Oh.
Extra pass. Harriman. Long. Probably Dana Altman wouldn't mind Corver taking.
I was just going to say. Sam Singh didn't force the action.
You can tie the game with that. Corbin with the board, gets 3 per game.
He may think it's time to shoot now.
Witter trying to create. He does. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. Sam Singh takes the charge.
Well, if that ball had gone in, that would have been an amazing shot. Sam Singh, we talked about help defense all night. Sam Singh is a big guy right there.
Bradley can take the lead with a 3. Maniscalco foul on Witter.
That may be 4 on Witter.
That's 4 on Witter. Bradley still not in the first bonus. 5:57 to play. Stinnett comes in as Witter, the Kansas City native, has to set down with his 4 fouls and just 5 points.
Well, I just about said fouls are not an issue in this game. Well, now they've certainly become an issue. Brunson's loose in the corner here, but it's hard to find him.
They found him now. Dunson's been great with inside dribble. Young with the board for Creighton.
Don't you love it when a guard goes in and gets a rebound?
Bradley's had chance after chance here to either tie or take the lead. And Creighton can extend it the other end, and Antoine Young in a hurry.
He's going to get shots.
And that'll be 3 on Maniscalco.
Sam Maniscalco, that's his 3rd personal.
All right, let's give you this Dayton Valley history brought to you by the Sheraton St. Louis City Center Hotel. February 11th, 04, Kellen Milliner had a career-high 22 points off the bench. Creighton went on a 13-2 run, held Bradley without a field goal for nearly 8 minutes. And Milner's 22 led the Blue Jays to a 74-56 triumph. Sheraton St. Louis City Center, you don't just stay here, you belong. Antoine Young, who was 5 of 6 against the Braves in Peoria, is 2 of 3 at the line tonight, Charlie, for his only 2 points.
He made the scouting report this time. That's what happens when you have a good ball game.
2-possession lead for Creighton, but Bradley's answered all night long. Maniscalco. Oh! He had Singh wide open, but Singh thought he was going to pull.
I thought he was going to shoot it too. That's just an unfortunate play. It's a good play by Maniscalco. It was a good idea for Singh to go get some position and try to rebound.
You really can't fault Singh there.
No.
Because everybody thought, including the 2 of us. Extra pass. Walker works against Singh. Inside out, back in, Walker, boom.
Big basket. Korver's been a little reluctant to take that shot for some reason.
But Charlie, you rarely see an inside-outside, back-inside sequence.
The crowd's definitely in this thing right now. Bradley needs a goal.
There's a good place to go for a silencer. There's a better place to go. A hard-working Theron Wilson underneath to silence the crowd.
And he makes about 7 out of every 10 that he shoots. So
Walker's got 3 fouls, and Theron Wilson to the line. Again, he's been there more than any player in the Valley. 4 times tonight, 161 times if you're counting for the season. When they win, Charlie, he gets there 8 times a game, and they're 13 wins on the average. He only got there 4 times in the loss against Creighton at Carver Arena.
Neither team can get away. That's the thing. Turnovers and stops have just kept this game just like it is.
And now you sense the urgency. It's almost possession to possession, even though there's 4:10 to go. Somebody's got a run in them here. Carter silent since early. This will be 1-1.
Good call.
Chris Roberts has his 3rd foul. Foul issues are a problem. Creighton up 4. Mitch Holtz is back with Charlie Sprinter on Omaha, Nebraska. Take a look at tonight's game. Reset made possible by Emerson, the global manufacturing and technology company. To learn more, visit emerson.com. Emerson, consider it solved. Both coaches have enough timeouts. The next Bradley foul puts Creighton in the double bonus. Blue Jays have the arrow. It's going to be 1-1 for Creighton, up by 4.
You have to wonder, Mitch, excuse me, if Maniscalco will look for maybe a little bit more for his opportunities. I don't believe he's taking a shot this half.
He has 13 points, all in the first half. And the last shot was, he made that half-court 3. Anyway, that was the last shot of the first half. Carter to the line, 1 plus the penalty. Carter's 1 for 2 tonight. Maniscalco walk. He's trying to split that trap.
He had to go a little too fast to get there.
I like his game.
I do too.
Jim Les does most of the time.
Next foul on Bradley will be a double bonus for Creighton.
It's to net no second half points.
Oh.
That's tough.
That's a hard shot. Little contact there, and strong enough, Mitch, to finish it.
Strong and slinky. Hard to knock him off balance. 6-point lead. Bradley needs a bucket.
Oh, look at this.
Korver with the hustle. It's Creighton's arrow.
Creighton's arrow.
Jump ball. It'll be Blue Jay basketball.
Korver with the play that would make his big brother very happy.
That's a good play by Korver.
Take the shot now!
Anybody whose mom had 71 in a game needs to dive on the floor. Bradley's not hit a 3 in the second half. Well, they've been scrappy. Creighton with 26 points in the paint. Bradley with 22. Still a 6-point game. 2:45 to play.
Long possessions. Look at this.
Korver, that is his first 2 of the season. I'm going to tell you, they're having a parade tomorrow in downtown Omaha. Caleb Korver this season, Charlie, 32 threes, 0 twos.
Picked a good time to get his first heck of a move.
His personal foul, and the team's 10.
And Collins
into the double bonus.
Look at the move by Korver. You think of him as only a 3-point shooter. Pretty nice right there.
and Bradley's 7-footer David Collins is fouled out at 2:43. Again, this is Creighton's 26th game. And that's Caleb Korver's first 2-point basket. And he looked like he knew what he was doing.
He did. He looked quick, too. You know, we've talked so much about him shooting threes. Tonight we've seen him with assists, really fine assists. Hustle plays, diving on the floor. It's like he's sort of figured it out a little bit now.
And Creighton's bench erupted like the piñata broke at the party. They were scrambling for candy, and then he misses the foul shot. He's 71% at the line.
Well, you're not going to get everything in one night. Big possession for Bradley.
Braves have been answering all night. Can they do it here? Maniscalco rejected by Walker. 18 to shoot. Bradley still with time. Dunson, hard take, contact. 2 shots for Bradley's Dodie Dunson. Foul on Kent Walker. He's got 4. A reminder that Arch Madness fans can save big by stopping at any participating St. Louis area Taco Bell restaurant. You get a coupon good for $12 off any single session ticket. Yeah, I'm not lying. For the Arch Madness 2009 State Farm Valley Tournament for fans outside the St. Louis area, specifically in Des Moines, Springfield, Omaha, and Carbondale. Participating Taco Bell restaurants are offering a coupon for $7 off any single session ticket to Arch Madness. For more information, go to archmadness.com or check out your neighborhood participating Taco Bell. It's going to be worth the trip. Dunson missed one, he gets another.
Nearly 70% shooter, so he ought to probably get this.
I'm curious if Bradley will set up some all-court defense. They will.
Witter's in the ball game now for Korver, so that's another ball handler.
Woodfox not out there, although he's a good free throw shooter. Bradley now will defend the clock. 7-point game. Shade over 2 minutes to go.
You can see Creighton's strategy right here.
Woodard. Stinnett.
Huge. Late in the game. Allen Stinnett finds a way to be a foul.
11 for Stinnett. Wilson will get to the line with the clock stopped. Allen Stinnett set up.
That is his second personal foul.
By the kickout.
Good job by Witter. Ran the clock down.
Number 12, Theron Wilson to the line. Shooting 1 and 1.
Saw a shooter with his hands waiting for the ball.
That's the way you draw it up.
He had 30 against New Mexico, did Stinnett, earlier this season. Wilson, 1 and 1. 70% at the line for the year. A reminder to visit participating Schnucks and Hy-Vee locations for Arch Madness coupons with proof of purchase with a 17.6-pound bag of Purina dog chow. Purina, your dog, our passion. And 2 badly needed tosses for Bradley. Still 1:48 to go. We've seen crazier things happen in this league and in this building. Doetzler stepped out. He did. Excellent defense by Chris Roberts at Bradley.
Just when you think this game has got a little bit of order to it for one team or the other, they just don't let them have it.
It's kind of a trademark of the league, though, Charlie. Maniscalco tried to do it, but to knock it off. Walker got a bad ricochet.
Nearly a minute and a half right now.
Yeah, you're up 8, so Creighton can run this clock down. And Bradley, it's a tough spot. You foul, you let it go. Now that you've gone this far, you need to try to defend the clock, don't you?
You don't want to foul now, but you do want to get a turnover.
8 to shoot. What happened here? Timeout, Dana Altman.
Dana Altman, I think, still has 3 timeouts left, or maybe 2.
The fire truck showed up just in time. There was a smoldering in the basement.
That was a smart timeout. Now if you can find a way to either get to the free throw line or get a shot.
February the 17th, they take on Evansville here at Qwest Center. Tip-off time, 7:05 against Evansville next Tuesday.
Again, a reminder at Schnucks and Hy-Vee grocery stores in St. Louis and Valley Markets. You can get a coupon good for 2 single-session tickets at Scott Trade Center for a total of $15 combined with the proof of purchase of a 17.6-pound bag of Purina dog chow. That's right, 2 State Farm Valley Tournament Arch Madness tickets for $15. Want more information? Go to archmadness.com. Again, this cheerleader squad and the rest of the arena had to hold their breath earlier as one of their squad members went down with an injury. She was taken to the Creighton University Medical Center. No update, no status report on her, so we certainly hope she's doing okay. Stinnett gets a catch underneath and a foul on Dunson.
That was close to the foul.
Number 2, Dodie Dunson, his 3rd personal foul.
The thing that so many players do, Mitch, they'll make their cut, which is drawn up by the coach, and then they don't continue and move and go somewhere else. It's sort of like football. Broken play, you have to make some movement.
Stinnett 75 at the line. That's his first toss tonight.
Late in the game, he finds a way to be a factor.
Out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Have to repaint the rim after that.
10-point lead for Creighton. 75 seconds to go. Bradley needs a bunch in a hurry. Oh, this is going to be a push. It's going to be on Creighton's Justin Carter. Dana Altman didn't want to see that. That's 4 on Carter. Plus, Wilson goes to the line with the clock stop.
That's how Bradley caught up in the first half. Turnovers and free throws.
So now it's our State Farm players of the game. First of all, for Bradley, it's this young man, Theron Wilson. Not only had a great game, he's had a great year. Our players of the game brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. It's a pretty good line. That's a double-double, Charlie. Theron Wilson, and Brown gets a stick back. Bradley is not done. They get a 3-point trip with the clock stopped.
I don't know what to say. Although I'll tell you one thing, you've got nothing to lose if you're rebounding the basketball and you're Bradley. If they call you for going too quick or for fouling, because fouling's what you're going to do anyway.
Theron Wilson, our State Farm player of the game. And there's Woodfox. He gets it for Creighton. They would not have a 7-point lead without Woodfox. He hasn't been out there of late, but look at his line.
I'm wondering if he's hurt a little bit.
Got a bad ankle.
Well, getting the ball in bounds has been an issue for Creighton.
And Dana Altman's thinking, I just can't get away in this game. He's got a 10-point lead. The clock's running. Whoops, stops. Bradley gets 3 points with the clock stop.
Different lineup now. You've got 4 smaller players in the game.
And Woodfox is back out there.
Whoa.
McCain almost got it.
Witter was counting people. He couldn't figure out where the other guy was, at least behind him.
Creighton is 10th in the nation in shooting free throws, a large part because Cavell Witter's 86, Booker Woodfox is 89.
Shooting 2 for the Blue Jays.
Witter had a big game against Bradley last year in Arch Madness as well.
Number 1, Justin Carter. Correction, number 25, Kenny Lawson.
Bradley's announcer said they imagined Witter woke up today with a smile on his face when he saw the Bradley bus drive by his house.
42 last year here against the Braves. It was the most by any sophomore in the nation. Back to 9. Still 1:04 to go, and I doubt if Bradley's going to quit.
They're not going to quit. Driving it and getting a 2 is a possibility, but it would be nicer if you could find a 3.
Dunson loses it. Stinnett. The dunk. That might do it. Carter board. They got to foul him. 50 seconds to go. Creighton up 11. Tell what, Bradley was good tonight for most of this game.
Very, very good. Played hard, played with purpose.
The Allen Stinnet's done good for Godfather's Pizza.
And only the second time in the last 15 games that Bradley has allowed a team to get over 70 points. Both teams, the Creighton Bluejays. Carter airballs one. He's missed his last 3. He's 69%.
He rolled his eyes then like somebody moved the goal.
Stinnet's not showing him any mercy. His teammates laughing. Those who tried to encourage him. Stinnet's just joking with him.
At least made him laugh. That's pretty good. Same guy shot him more.
Maniscalco, no, and Carter, second straight board, and he has a chance to go to double figures.
Bradley foul number 23, Chris Roberts. His 4th personal foul. Correction.
To announce our Rawlings play of the game, a presentation of Rawlings, the basketball with more grooves, more grip, more game.
Corver was a little quicker right there than I think what everybody thought, including me.
I think Bradley was shocked by it.
Yeah. Well, you play him to shoot threes. I mean, that's it.
He hadn't had a 2 since turn of the century.
Khrushchev.
His mom could do it. Didn't even see Kyle do that much. Or Clayton. In that kind of play. 79-65. Creighton in control with 35 seconds to go. Now the margin's going to be kind of skewed here a little bit. Bradley had a shot at winning this game. Creighton had it at the end.
Tell you, Bradley has nothing to feel bad about. They need to just get home, get ready to play.
Creighton's 10-4. They're going to stay 2 games behind Northern Iowa, which won tonight over Southern Illinois. Illinois State wins tonight. They stay a game back. So the standings stay pretty much intact. There's a clog in the middle, but Charlie, Creighton gets the win. They're 10-4, and they can go on a run.
That's 10-4, 20 wins again, as you spoke before the game. Great job for Creighton. They're on a roll right now. They need to keep it up. Bradley just needs to build off this because they had about a 37-minute really good game.
10 straight 20-win years for Creighton. One of 7 schools in the nation to do it. 12 straight years with 10 conference wins. Only Stanford, Kansas, and Creighton can claim the fact that they've had 12 straight years with at least 10 conference wins. That's 2 medals of honor you can take to class tomorrow.
I'd say so. I'd say that's the type of thing that shows you've been good, not just 1 year, 2 years. That means you've been doing stuff right for a long, long time.
And Bradley might just get back on track after this game. They played tough tonight The score is a little bit misleading. 79-65. Creighton with the advantage in front of over 16,000 tonight. Jim Less's club made it to go. But Creighton had the plays at the end. And the Blue Jays have 20 wins against 6 losses. For Charlie Spoonhour, our next telecast, Indiana State at Missouri State in Springfield. That's coming up Saturday at 7. For Charlie Spoonhour, I'm Mitch Holthus. Enjoy the rest of your Valley Week.
They got everything.
Not everything.
That's not mine.
Yo, Rich, he said he saw 2 guys earlier. One of them was wearing a jacket.
And how does that help me?
Yo, you cover for this?
I don't know.
How could you not know?
Yo, it's not funny.
This is funny. You know what? You need to call my agent.
You should know you're covered.
Come on, man. It's not mine.
Call one of our 17,000 State Farm agents today.
It's so fresh, it's so fat, so head in the clouds like you ride on the asteroid. Classified by none, he does it for the people. Narrator story, liquid in a bit, that cool. That cool. He's so fresh, he's so clean, why he walks so hard and rhymes so mean.
Bud Light Lime. It's a summer state of mind.
Basically, it's about symmetry.
I'm good.
Be honest here, I mean. Fuck it.
I'm good.
My bad. I'm good.
I'm the man!
I'm good.
Ready? No.
Men can take anything.
I'm good.
Except the taste of Diet Cola. Until now, Pepsi Max, the first Diet Cola for men.
This is good.
Due to the length of the previous program, we now join the following program already in progress on FSN.
How much sugar is in these energy drinks? Let's find out. While waiting, you should know. 5-Hour Energy contains 0 sugar and only 4 calories. Its blend of B vitamins and amino acids can help you feel awake, alert, and productive for hours without the crash or jitters. The answer is 12. Over 12 teaspoons of sugar and 200 calories in these energy drinks. 0 sugar and 4 calories in 5-Hour Energy. There's a reason people choose 5-Hour Energy 2.5 million times a week. 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later.
Now, Canadians trying to snap a 6-game road losing streak. Here they are in Edmonton. First period. Gary Price trying to hang on for dear life. Sam Gagne eventually beats him. 6th of the year. Power play goal. It's 1-0. Now 2-0. Still first. Price cannot get this. Andrew Cogliano cleans it up. It's 4-1 heading into the second. Thrashers have just 4 wins in their last 19 home games. Blackhawks in town. Second period tied at 1. Blackhawk power play. Patrick Kane, no. Jonathan Taves, yes. His 17th. The Hawks up 2-1. Final seconds of the period.